Hey YouTube, Unknown Gamer here, coming at you with a brand new NCAA 14 video, but this one's not going to be like the Arizona ones, and it's actually going to be talking about Arizona though. Our Arizona Dynasty is, how do I say this, done. I am canceling that one because I've already won 2 championships there as a season. I'm stopping right now. None of the other videos are going to come out because I've already won 2 titles, and I've seen the team. The team's only better, and the job offers I'm getting are for teams who, when I go there, they're going to be 1 season away from being where Arizona was. So I decided I would restart and start completely new. Also, I will be having something else coming in. Lil Chef has invited me to play his online Dynasty, so I'll be playing that, and I'll be uploading some of it. Sometimes I won't, sometimes I will. I don't really know how I'll be doing it yet, because I highly doubt I upload them all. But I'll be trying to upload as many of them as I can. But yeah, it's just going to be, I'm going to be doing that. And also, we're starting up a new offline Dynasty today. And well, this one's going to be with the team that you guys voted on. And I'll actually see you guys once we get there. And as you guys can see here, we're going to creating our offline coach. We'll create him, and then actually, once I get him created, I'll show you guys the poll. That way you guys can see who won. That way you guys know I'm not just saying that this team won. And then we'll go into some recruiting. Oh my gosh, this thing's so touchy. I hate how touchy these things are. I always forget about how touchy these are. And so, I will be using my Oregon playbook still, because I still feel like that's a great playbook, and I'll be using that one for my online one too. So and we'll just go right there. Polo, sure, hat. We'll have a regular hat on. Alma mater, we'll leave that at Ohio State. We'll go and get our custom playbook, has our style, and I will be changing some things up between here and the, there we go, run, pass, aggressive, conservative, sub-frequency. Yeah, I'll have that up a lot higher, right around 60, that way we see some more. We're going to go normal with the no huddle, that way if I do decide to sim, not going to be that way on defense though, because I don't feel like we have the defense for it. And I'll be right back, because I'm going to customize conferences. Okay, there's going to be a little bit of a change because I'm using custom rosters. Maryland, the team that won the poll, actually I cannot use them because they are, well, too high of an overall. So yeah, with that being said, they're too high of a star level. So with that being said, actually I'll bump all these up to All-American for first little bit, and if I feel like that's too easy, I'll change it around. Right there's that stuff. So now I actually am going to have to choose a different team, and I'm going to choose the team. Well, I only had 1 vote, and that was for Maryland. So I'm going to have to choose the team that I would have wanted to play, that I would vote for, which would be, well, actually, why did I tell you guys right now? Why not wait so you guys can see for yourselves? And right there, that makes it really obvious. I'm going to be the head coach at Bowling Green. And as you see, they're a decent team. They haven't really had they haven't had too many outstanding years where they're flat out amazing. They really haven't won any national awards. I think that was I'm pretty sure those 2 were bowls, and that was 2003, 2004 was the last time they won a bowl game. Last time they won the MAC was 1992. So that says a lot about what we have to do here. I want to get them to the point to where they are not nationally I'd like to see them get nationally recognized, like top team in the nation, stuff like that. Get them right there where they're considered one of the best teams in the nation, but it's going to take a little bit to get them there. It isn't going to be easy, so and I didn't come here for it to be easy. If I wanted it to be easy, I still would have said, okay, I'm going to go to Maryland, where they're already to a high star level, and all I got to do is come in and just say, here I am, now let's go win us a national champ. Now let's go do a few things here, tweak a few things here and there, and play. I know they're in the Big Ten, and the Big Ten's a challenging conference, but still, when you're a 4-star school, Arizona was a 4-star school, and it took me 1 year to get them to where they were winning year after year after year. So now, actually, I am going to go in, and I'm going to go through and redshirt players, so you guys can see the redshirting. So, right here, of course, he's going to be redshirted, and he probably will. Cody Callaway could be a starter in a few years, but he's going to need to improve a lot. I'm going to need a new quarterback, actually. Is going to be one of the first things I do is look for a new quarterback. And then, let's look at running backs. I'll redshirt the Marcus Levy. And, well, we do have Travis Green there, so he'll be, running back wouldn't be a bad position to do some work on either, because is he a senior? No, he's a junior, but yeah, there's a lot of work to be done here, so definitely going to be a while before I say we're ready to make a run for a BCS bowl game. We're still a ways away from that, but we're not terribly far off. We just need a few good years in the MAC, and we'll be ready. And I'm not gonna say I'm not saying I'm staying here for the whole length of this dynasty. I'm going to keep this dynasty going. What I'm trying to say is I'm going to keep this dynasty going. I probably will leave Bowling Green once I get a big job offer. If I get a job offer to go to a bigger conference, but for a lower overall team, I'll take it. From a team right around this overall, but in a bigger conference, I'll definitely take it. But I'm not going to take any huge ones. And as you guys see, I'm actually redshirting quite a few players because I want to make sure that this team is ready next year, too. Because next year, I got 1 year to get a whole bunch of young, talented guys in. And I don't want to be stuck in that situation where I'm, having to scramble around to get players, having to throw all my points into certain positions. That way I have starter ready players, and then having to do that for 3 or 4 years until I get the team I want. I don't want to do that. Instead, I'd rather just be able to look at my needs first of all. Okay, so first of all, I need a middle linebacker. So I'm going to look at all the middle linebackers, and I'm going to see first of all who's interested in playing here at Bowling Green. Not a lot of guys who are really immediate starter material, but I'll look down through. I'll look at this 70 overall Jesse Pope. But yeah, I'm looking for guys who are decent overalls and ready, who I wouldn't mind giving playing time to in the MAC. A lot of these guys that I'm going for, I want to be able to give some of these freshmen playing time, especially here in the MAC. No offense to the MAC, it's just I feel like this is a great spot for a lot of players to get some experience, see what it's like to play, and well, that's what I'm here in the MAC for, is so I can build up a team, get them ready, and then send them out and probably leave. I'm not here to stick around. Oh wow, we have a few high-rated strong safeties. I wouldn't mind turning into free safeties. So yeah, that's good to see that there. I was hoping for a few of those guys. So now let's look at cornerback, a position as you guys know, I love getting strong. I love getting this position to elite areas. So I'll take a 66. I'm sure I can do something with that. I'm sure, and wow, a lot of guys here aren't the world's most interested in it, aren't yelling and screaming to come here, but I didn't come here to see guys waiting to come here. No, I came here for the challenge, like I said earlier. I'm not expecting this to be an easy first year. I'm expecting Actually, I'm expecting us to go about 7-5, right around there. And let's see, who do we have here? Do we have somebody over a 70 overall? No, we do not. So I'll add this guy. He's the closest one. I'll add him too. I'm just right now. I'm trying to find guys who are somewhat interested in coming here and playing in Bowling Green, and then hopefully, if we have a good year this year, we'll have more guys interested. And let's actually look real quick. Oh, wow. Defensive tackles are interested in coming here, so we'll go through here a little bit. And I always have trouble with defensive tackles, so I'm willing to go down and get some lower rated guys. And same thing on the offensive line. I'm willing to go lower overalls for offensive line. That way I don't have to worry about being in a fight the whole time to get these guys. And wow, adding him, Will Coleman, he's been added. I'll add him too. I'm just trying to find guys that are good, that are decent players, and could actually end up being good MAC players. No offense to the MAC. It's not the Big Ten or Pac-12. Where you can't just be based on potential. You need some raw talent. And to go to the Pac-12 and stuff, you need raw talent in your recruiting classes. Here at Bowling Green, to really be good, I feel all we need to do is just get the potential on our side, and get these red shirts and get big recruiting classes, because we can't have these small recruiting classes where we have 2 or 3 guys come in. We can't have that, so that's why I'm targeting a lot of these younger guys. Once you get up to a higher level team, once you get up to about 4 stars, you can take a recruiting class here and there that isn't the world's best, doesn't live up to your standards. But when you're down here, when you're here, you can't really take a bad recruiting class. Every year you need to have a recruiting class that meets standards, because when you don't, that's when you start to lose, and that's when your program starts to take dips, and you start getting guys. And you start getting guys around the 80 overalls, and you're extremely happy about it. So I'm willing to go down for guys right around here, guys that are going for schools who aren't the world's greatest but are still good. Gotta look at a few more running backs too. Gotta look all over and make sure you have a good all-around team, or else you will get beat year in, year out. And let's see. Do we have any high overalls? Not really. We have a 62. He could have some nasty speed. I'm hoping he does. A lot of these guys I'm hoping are really good players. I'm hoping they end up being gems, because if they end up being gems, we could end up being golden with some of these kids. If they don't end up being gems, we could be in a world of hurt. And I hate it when we don't have any athletes interested in us. So I'm going to actually have to go right around here. Some of these athletes I just kind of want to. I'm looking for a quarterback athlete or cornerback athlete, but I'm not right around here. I'm willing to look. Let me see. Is it okay? Or is he? I'm trying to find. No, he could be a safety, but not really interested in that right now. Yeah, so I'm just more or less trying to figure out who could do what. He has good acceleration, but I'm still looking for that for a player who I think we can immediately transform. Let me look at him actually. Nah. Wait, could he? He could be a linebacker, so don't mind if I add him. I got this out of these top 100 recruits. Now I can start finding some guys who'd be more willing. Right there's the quarterback. Right there's the quarterback we want, Kyle Brown. So I'll definitely look at him some more. Let's look at this Brad Spicer kid. Can he cover? Oh wow, he could be a quarterback too, possibly. Can't really cover the world's greatest, but he could end up being a corner if we absolutely need him there. Nope, not a cornerback. I just want to find one kid that's a corner. There we go. David King, he can play cornerback somewhat. Now let's go and let's scout these kids, and then we'll set up our and then we'll just set up our not our recruiting board but our schedule so you guys can see that, and then we'll get in, and then we'll be to the start of the season. And oh wow, Andre Davis, not what we were hoping for. I was hoping to find a gem. Neither of these kids are gems. But Jess Robertson right now is what I'm looking for. George Jude, I think actually, I pronounced that wrong. Now let's look at our tackles. We need to find somebody who's a gem here. So Cedric Young is our main focus there. What about these guys? Come on, Daniel Williamson. Okay, there we go. Williamson isn't that bad. I'll probably actually go for him. Derek Miller, he's not too bad. Oh, this kid's interested in us, isn't he? Oh, no, he's not. I'll have to get him interested in us. But if anything, Derek Miller wouldn't be too bad, but neither would Adam, I think that's how you pronounce it. Not really sure. He could be really, really good for us. See, there's always a reason you scout guys, because Snyder actually wouldn't have been the guy who would have gone for it there. Okay, now let's actually really quickly get up and look at our athletes. Ooh, Juan Brooks. Isn't he the... Who was he? Oh yeah, he's the guy that I thought could play linebacker. Possibly. Still kind of interested in what he could do. He could play linebacker. Let me see. What's his finesse moves? Block shedding. What's his power? He could actually play lineman. He wouldn't be a terrible lineman. Kyle Brown. I wouldn't mind seeing him play quarterback. I would actually be fine with him playing quarterback. And he could play quite a few positions. I feel like he could play free safety too, or any type of safety. Oh, we found the gem. And this is the cover. This is our cornerback. The gem. Andy could play quarterback too. His carrying's a little bit better. His juke's a little bit better. I don't know. It's a toss-up between him and Kyle Brown, who would play quarterback. And he would play... But, ooh, yeah. Good thing we found him. Well, before I went into recruiting for him. Darren Williams, he's... Okay, good. He's actually looking pretty good, too. So, found some good guys through the recruiting. Now let's go and set up our roster. I definitely know who I'm going for and who I'm not. Now that I've gotten this far... And now that we're to the custom schedules, I don't know why I said set up my roster. 7th ranked UCLA. Not that I'm scared of playing UCLA, but, well, we gotta play Arizona. The team that we used to coach, that's an always must-have on your roster. Now, the next must-have is the team that you almost coached. Maryland. And then after that, it doesn't really matter. It's more about just making sure I have a decent schedule now. 5th ranked Auburn, that'd make it one heck of a game. That would be one heck of a game. I'll make this this week open. We're back down to an F in schedule strength, but I don't really care right now. Oh, yeah, and then we have those week. I don't like how the middle of the season is wide open. We don't really have anybody set up. I'm trying to find somebody who would be... Purdue wouldn't be too bad. Wouldn't mind playing them. Well, let me actually see who's open this week for Tulsa. There's a team I really want to schedule. UAB right now is second after Southern Miss. We'll play Southern Miss. First game, neutral site location. We'll play in hold on, let me get it set up. Okay, I guess we can't really use any of the other stadiums. I guess we're not big enough of a team. So we'll use the Baylor Texas Tech, which is Cowboys Stadium. So we'll use that one. I'm assuming it'll be decorated for that. But that's a game. Since that was a team I was thinking about going and playing. Actually, never mind. That makes my strength of schedule an F. So I definitely need a better team on here. What about Boston? Boston College keeps it at an F. What about I'm trying to think of a good team to play. Boise. Boise makes it a C-. So first game will be here against Boise, and then we go on a little bit of a 2-game road trip against Kent State and Arizona. We come back home from Maryland, Akron, and and then Massachusetts, and then we have a bye week, and then we go to Purdue, come home to play Toledo, and the I-75 rivalry. Then we play in Miami, home against Ohio, away at Eastern Michigan, and then away at Buffalo again. So that's what's looking like. So now we'll go into week 1 and see what, and we'll advance into the regular season here with Bowling Green. And this will be interesting, what this team can do in week 1. Because I still don't really know what to expect. I don't know if I should expect a really good season or if I should expect a bad season. I really don't know, and I guess we'll find out very quickly. And Kent State, that'll be a good team for us to play early on because they're good. They're about average in the MAC, so that'll be good for us to see how we stack out against MAC teams. And then that Boise game, that's going to show us kind of like what NIU could do to us if we end up going to the MAC championship against NIU. We would see what they can do, and that'll set us up kind of what we can expect in the bowls too. And personally, I feel if we beat Boise, we can beat quite a few teams this year and probably go 10-2. But we'll find out in the next episode. Until then, like, comment, and subscribe.